Hello, beautiful people. I got another video. Alright, so this was a dream. Wow, was it pretty? Yeah, it was vivid. It was one of those, I kept asking myself all day, do I make a video? Do I make a video? Well, I think it's important, so I guess I will. So, here we go. You got any interpretations or comments or what have you? Put it down in the comment section. So I was in this room and there was glass windows all over with the metal strips um, like panes. So it's like back to back with just a metal strip down the middle holding the windows in. And they were pretty large and you could see a view across all this harbor, right? And you could look out and you could see a channel and that leads out into a bay, or a channel in a harbor that leads out to a bay that goes to the ocean. Okay, so there was ships and there's shipyard and there was docks and everything else, and the room was white, and I was looking out, and it sat up pretty high. I mean, 100 feet or so over the shipyard, so like a shipmaster's office where they could see out over everywhere. And I looked down, and there's this huge channel, and there were ships, but like sunken ships. All these ships were sunk under the water, and there was maybe 50 feet of water above them, so you could see all the details. And this one massive, it was a battleship, like the old World War II where they have the 3 guns in front, another 3 behind them and whatever, and then the big the mast with the control tower is and everything else. That was underwater, and next to it was a destroyer, and then there was a cruiser, and then there was all these other ships all down this one lane, right? And I was like, wow, what happened, right? And I was trying to look, because like if you've ever been to Pearl Harbor, you can see the Arizona, and it's not that deep under the water. And you can take a boat out there and see it and stuff like that. And it was kind of like that, but it wasn't Pearl Harbor. I mean, it was some other place. My inkling is that it was somewhere in Asia. And you'll know why as we go through this. So I'm looking down and going, whose ships are those? What's going on, right? I mean, I didn't know. There was no writing or flags or insignia on it, and there were ships coming in out of the ocean to the bay, into the harbor, and then coming down this one lane. And in this one channel, there was enough room for all the ships coming in to go single file, one behind another, to come in to port. And I didn't know if they were ours or somebody else's. There was no, like I said, no flags, no insignias, no labels, nothing. I was kind of like concerned because I was like, what? Then the person with me says, no, they're ours. I'm like, okay, good. Because I didn't know if, hey, sunken ships, and is there an enemy attacking us, whatever, And so then I turned around and I was handed a rifle, right? And I was trying to fit this silver thing on the barrel. And I'm like, this isn't really a silencer. What is this thing, right? And I look at it, I couldn't figure it out. Came to me later, it's the mouthpiece to a trumpet. It has a circular part that narrows down into a pipe, and that pipe fits into the trumpet. So I'm like, wow, okay. But I didn't know it in the dream. I was just like, I don't know, do I take this with me, right? And I was told, no, you can't take it with you. So we had to walk over to this desk, and there was this girl with me who was Asian. She was like an interpreter, a guide, something, and there's this desk with a man standing behind it in uniform, and it was kind of a bluish gray, whatever, and he had a tag on him like a flag, but I didn't recognize it. I did see the color yellow, but I didn't know what country or whatever. And I walk over to the desk, and there's like a plexiglass up on top, and he's standing behind it. And you know, he says, "Let me see your ID." And I'm thinking, oh, I have to have a passport or something, right? Am I in a foreign country? I don't know. He goes, no, just your driver's license and ID, right? And I'm thinking, well, that's weird. So I put it down on the desk. He looks at it, and then the girl says, "Hey, we've got to go. It's time to go," you know. And there was a door on the other side, and so we're rushing and rushing, and the man, in a very thick Asian accent, but in English, he said, "Don't forget your ID." And I said, "Okay, I got it." He goes, "Oh, and this other card that's right next to it. Same size, like a business card, but there was writing on it, and there was bright colors, right?" And I said, "Oh, okay." I took my ID, and I go, "What's this other card?" He goes, "Well, you'll need that. You'll have to give that to somebody else." I'm like, "Okay." You know, and then the girl grabbed my hand and says, "No, we really got to go." And we started running to the door, and then I woke up. There's a lot of symbolism in this. War at sea. Is there going to be another FF? You know, is there a trumpet blast? And I saw, okay, my ID gaining me access to be able to go through the door. Think of Revelations chapter 4, you know, and then this other card with additional information, but I couldn't see it or do anything with it until I got through the door, you know. So what does it mean? I don't know. You tell me. But I do know that we're close. How close? God's timing isn't our timing. But there's an inkling, you know, in my spirit. It's like, come on, we gotta go. It's time. You know, leave everything and let's go, right? So, if you get any interpretation on this, please let me know. Love you guys, and I can't wait to see you in the next